Hey everybody, welcome to episode 21 of the 1/6-pack. This is our virtual San Diego Comic-Con episode.
Don't sound excited about it.
Doing? I'm very excited about it. Finally, I'm excited about it. It took, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, yesterday. We finally got some cool stuff to talk about, but it was looking pretty bleak there for a while.
The main screen that you just had up had one that I know TJ is probably really excited about.
Yeah. This looks.
That was Sunday
really
night. We got treated to that release.
Did we?
Well, Sunday night my time, which would have been like early in the morning for you guys.
Yeah, they did. I mean, some of the stuff we're going to talk about, they did preview a little early, but I guess that's why all the exclusives felt like they came out, and then it was like, here's the same exclusives, and here's the same exclusives. And then finally, like Wednesday or Thursday, we got some stuff. So
it's just the way you open the show was, hey guys, here's our, San Diego stuff.
Well, I'm a little wistful because we're not in San Diego.
Instead, like a year ago at this time, we were all together.
Speak for yourself. I am in San Diego.
Oh, that's true. You're in San Diego, but we're all not in San Diego.
It's not the same.
We're not in San Diego with you drinking beer, and
you're not drinking beers and being told to go somewhere where Trevor doesn't meet us. It's a very different experience.
Just let it die, TJ. Let it die.
Never.
I'm glad he doesn't.
It's just one time, and it wasn't. It's like you weren't stranded in the middle of nowhere.
No,
you were eating food and drinking beer.
At least you know what? At least TJ and I had each other. Friends.
That's right.
Stick together. And actually.
I think Mark was there. I think there was a bunch of people there.
Yeah,
Tommy showed up. Yeah,
TJ was with us as well.
Yeah.
I do miss those tacos in San Diego.
Yeah, those were good.
Man,
that stand was good. Probably not the best, I'm sure, but they were pretty good for being in and around the.
Not sure which tacos you guys got. I would tell you if I've had them since. I've had lots of tacos around here. But interesting conversation for the start of this possibly very long conversation.
Apparently, we're all very excited about the virtual. Hey, this is the virtual San Diego Comic-Con episode. We're going to talk about everything that's come out. Let's move on.
Have as many new reveals for you today as SciShow has for you all week long.
That's right. Exactly. I'm Trevor, 1/6 shooter. That is TJ at the bottom there, Caves and Rifles. Tom in the middle, I Watu. We are your hosts, episode 21, virtual San Diego Comic-Con. Coming up, we've got a bunch of stuff. This is mostly Hot Toys. The Ace Ventura is a bit of a red herring, but he's in here. We'll probably have to do another show to hit all the other I would call them secondary level companies. Maybe next week. We'll see. Boys, what do we got to drink?
Who wants to start?
I'll go. Well, I'm going to go because I already said I'll
go.
I originally had, because we were trying to get this show together for a couple of weeks now, I think, at this point. I originally had a beer called Wizards and Gargoyles because I felt like that just kind of fit with.
That's pretty cool.
That was very cool.
But instead, I went and got Just Enjoy because I felt like that kind of sums up. This is just a crowler, so they write it up. I felt that sums up a week of not really releases. Hey, just enjoy.
Just the stuff that we're showing. Back, and take what they give you, and fork nice over your money.
So just enjoying.
All right, I'm just gonna go quick because I just have wine. It's Apothic. I was doing this deck up into the last 10 minutes before the show, so I didn't have time to go out and get beer. And I don't have any in the house. I've been drinking whiskey, so I switched to wine. It's good. Apothic's good stuff. TJ, what do you got?
I went local again. 914 Lager from down the block.
Very nice.
I'm happy to see you supporting the micro brews and especially local stuff.
Hey, every lockdown, I try to support everything within like 3-4 blocks. I know everyone's been struggling.
Well, that's exactly I know Stone is a big brewing company, but Stone Kettner is literally a block and a half up the street.
Is that the one we went to?
No, that's so within my neighborhood, there's a Stone in 3 separate directions, and they're all almost equidistant. The one we went to is down by Petco Park, which is right next to the
same name, Stone Brewery.
It's Stone Brewery. Stone Brewery is one of the biggest.
They're huge.
Southern California brewery.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
I think there's some in Pennsylvania too, actually.
Do they open up some breweries there?
I think this one
from here in San Diego, but it is, to equate it to something from your neck of the woods, it's the Sam Adams, I think, of Southern California.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Right. All right. That's the brews. The news is nothing but SDCC. Let's start with one that just hit yesterday or yesterday early, right?
Was that yesterday?
Was it not yesterday morning? Early morning. Yeah, it actually came out, I think, Wednesday night. They popped it up.
I was happy to see it go live on the site so quickly. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah. So I also wasn't expecting 420, but I guess it's because it's the complexity of the sculpt and the mold. I mean,
yeah,
the thing with this is you can only use it once. You know what I mean? Pretty much. So
I don't know. I feel like Hot Toys might get a couple of repaints. Like, this is him as a zombie in his colorway.
Right. The concept zombie. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I would not doubt that in the least.
I'm kind of intrigued by this too, only because this is not the armor from Endgame. This is the armor from Infinity
Civil War. Civil War. It's a 46.
Okay, so it's the 46.
Yeah.
Why, for the Spider-Man movie, wasn't it not the one that, when he's the mentor with like the half gunmetal?
Because Mysterio was a fraud.
I mean, yeah,
I know. He had his fucking like armor right, man.
Mysterio wouldn't know. Yeah, that's true. Maybe it's the last.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. I'll buy into that bullshit.
Good call, TJ. That was some good insight right there. No, nice. Q2, we're into 2022 now with stuff, which is just. I mean, remember when Pennywise was announced, and it was like, damn, 2021. So that was like a year and a half. And that's coming up, and God knows if that's going to be on time. But Q2 2022. We hope if all goes well. It's super cool looking.
Yep.
I have no interest.
Oh, I have a big interest in it. The 420 price tag kind of scared me off a little bit.
Yeah.
I think it would have been great if Sideshow did a thing where, like, hey, we know it's 2 years off. How about we open up the payment plans to something a little bit more, where it could be like $10 a month or $20 a month, but it's at most it's like 4 or 5 payments.
So let me ask you, what is your interest in it? The photography angle, or is it the figure itself, just having it in the collection?
I think honestly, so I've tried to stop buying stuff just for photography.
Really?
So and I really, really just love the look of. I have a huge thing for skulls.
Yeah.
If you go through my house, you'll find like hidden skulls like everywhere. So the fact that you kind of get like a skull look of him, and he just like he's a zombie, which zombies are awesome. I just really like how detailed it is.
I gotta say, if there were a line like that Marvel, the zombie Marvel series, of these, I might get into that. I don't know if 1/6, but at 1/12, I know they did have like 1/12. Somebody put them.
Yeah, those are Marvel Select, and they weren't that good.
Exactly. I'd love to see them redone well, and that would be really cool. And then I'd be into it. For me, I mean, this is one scene from a movie that was. Yeah, I enjoyed the movie. It was a good movie. Definitely not my favorite Marvel movie, and I don't know. Don't really need it on the shelf. But TJ, what do you think?
I mean, it looks amazing, but I mean, if it was like 267, I'd definitely be in.
Yeah,
even for like 1 or 2 shots only.
Are they throwing this base in to light up to make this 420? Do you think? I mean,
I don't know.
You know the reason it's 420 is because this is all fresh sculpt.
Oh, I thought
it's Iron Man.
Big, 420 Blaze It smokers or something like that. I don't know.
I thought part of the reason it's 420 is because costs keep going up, and this isn't coming out for another 2 years.
Yeah, well, I mean, sure, that's a factor, but I mean, a regular Iron Man isn't. What are the Iron Men? Like
so
now?
die-cast Iron Man usually is around like 407 to.
Oh, they are. They are over 4 now.
When I saw this price tag, I'm like, oh crap, he must be die-cast, because I was like, oh, that'd be amazing if those chunks of armor is die-cast. An ounce of die-cast on this guy for that price.
Yeah.
I think he's more. I mean, TJ, I think you kind of like lowballed it. What I would think personally, just because like most of their figures are around 265 standard, and there's a lot of detail in this, but I don't see it being more than like 350.
I was going to say 330, 340, something like that would be, I think, a nice price. I think it's just a little too.
TJ, did you say 265 or did you say 365?
I thought I said like 267 or 265.
Okay, yeah, normal price stuff.
Is it the Iron Patriot that's coming out like 469? Or...
The giant one?
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he's over 5, but I remember him being super expensive. But he's die-cast.
Yeah, I mean, look, this thing looks amazing. This picture that's.
I mean, look, the paint on this to do the paint, we got to get somebody on here who's done paint, because I watched it being done with like the dyes and stuff that they have, where they just put a piece of like a metal or plastic over the top of it and literally spray and it hits the spots. But this stuff's got to be done a lot more meticulously than that for the most part. I mean, that may be a base, but then you got to go on top of that and hit that. So, I mean, if it is dyes that they're doing with spray, like calling them dyes, but they're like it's not frisky. It's like a stencil, and it's got to be so many layers of this, man. It's just got to be insane.
Yeah, there's weathering all over the place, from
all over
down to the armor, down to like I don't know, but just the amount of damage that you see in the
skull.
I think that's what I'm compelled about. I like to buy things that I think that are like big show-stopping pieces for my collection. Like Armored Thanos was one, and Gladiator Hulk was another. Things that will, like, if you saw that from across the room, you're like, "What is that?" And you want to like,
yeah.
I feel like this Iron Man is one of those. Yes, I do think he's a little bit too much money, but will I still pre-order him? Probably. Maybe give me one more of those sideshow weeks where we get reward points every day or something like that. And
I'm willing to bet, and I'm like not a speculator buyer by any stretch of the imagination, but I would bet, and I'm still eyeing that Mysterio. I still haven't pulled the trigger on that. I would be willing to bet that Mysterio and something like this are things that, 2-3 years from now are going to go shoot up in price, because I just don't think this is going to be a big, huge seller.
So it'll be a low run kind of thing, you're thinking?
And it might be low, and it's expensive, and it's scene specific, but it is one of those things that you're talking about. It's exactly that. It's a showpiece that you can just people go, holy shit, what the hell? If anybody ever came down to my basement, which they don't.
I feel like I could display it elsewhere than my regular 1/6 collection. Like, it can stand out
on its own,
elsewhere, and it's just like a piece that you're like, whoa, look at that! How cool is that? Kind of.
Right.
I just don't like the hologram stuff on his legs, and I don't know why that's even included.
Oh, yeah. I didn't really pay much attention to that.
My entire collection was just Spider-Man, I would definitely get this. This would be like an automatic.
Oh yeah, that'd be. Oh yeah, absolutely. What's that?
I said you're trending that way, TJ.
Yeah. That would actually be a nice niche. That'd be cool. If I was that into it, I mean, God knows it's going to get pricey and out of control in and of itself eventually, or it already is getting that way. But that would be kind of cool.
I like the base too. I don't know, something about that base.
Yeah.
Cool. It's interesting that the.
I like the tombstone is pretty cool.
The tombstone's awesome. I like the smoke. The fun thing I find funny though is that those drones, we're getting one with the new Homecoming or the homemade suit Spider-Man, and it is gigantic. And these drones are like a quarter of the size, which usually Hot Toys is all about, making sure things are accurate to the sizing and whatnot. These things are.
Were they all the same size? I don't remember. Yeah, I've only seen this movie once, so maybe I saw it twice.
Spider-Man's like riding on them all the time.
Yeah, no, I remember there were big ones. I just didn't know if they're for different illusions. There were different sizes or something like that.
Yeah,
very cool. Yeah, I mean, interesting. I tell you, I'm a little more intrigued by this one now. I don't know. I have a love-hate relationship with this thing. I don't know. Yeah. 445. Our Toys agent friend has these in stock. I don't know if other Hong Kong places. It's not up on Sideshow yet.
No, I thought it was supposed to be this week too.
Yeah, that is all die cast. I do have an in-hand picture here and I'm sorry, I meant to credit, and I can't remember the guy's name. He was at the Tokyo. Was it Tokyo show or was it a Hong Kong show?
I don't know.
But Hot Toys was doing an Asian based show, and they had some of these out. And they always do a better job than Sideshow does of posing things and taking pictures. Yeah.
It's interesting that it's die cast under all the plastic. So it's like you're kind of hiding the expensive part under this translucent.
Yeah, I mean, you can see it, and I'm assuming that these panels are removable, like they are on most of them, like the chest panel and everything. It's intriguing. So there's the in hand.
It looks like a cheap ass toy. I'm gonna be completely honest with you.
Well, this was my first thought. Like when I saw it, I'm like, this looks like one of those cheap plastic toys. In fact, somebody just put out. I don't know if it was Bandai. Did you see the Optimus Prime that is translucent?
Yep.
And that looks pretty cool, but that is a small. Well, I don't even know. I mean, it might not be 1/12. It's probably like 1/8 or 1/9 or something like that. But for that, it kind of works for an expensive something that's supposed to look as if Iron Man would wear this type of thing. Yeah, it looked cheap and plasticky, and it is plastic. I mean, all those pieces are plastic. So I don't know.
I need to know TJ's reaction to this.
Mm-hmm.
No words, just shaking the head.
I mean,
That's a no from you, Doug?
It's a no.
That's enough.
No, I'm with Tom. It does look cheap. Like I'm sure in hand, like it's heavy and it looks great. But
That's die-cast, yeah, so it is heavy. That's what I'm getting at. Like, it might feel more
specific
substantial.
than Zombie Iron Man.
Say that one more time.
It's even more like scene specific than like Zombie Iron Man.
It's
Isn't
not
it?
even a scene. There's
Never
no
seen.
anything. No, this is
So this is just made up. It's made up.
Yeah,
this is
it's
them
just
saying, "Hey, you know what would be cool? Let's put some
All right,
translucent armor on that."
you know what? I take back what I said. I'm just gonna stick with my like facial reaction.
Okay. I will say
yeah,
though,
it's akin to the neon. Sorry, what's up?
I was saying clearly it photographs well. Like Alex Brooks did some amazing shots with this thing.
Yeah,
I have that's the only other thing I'm thinking is like it's you're gonna get some cool bounce around in that plastic, and that plastic is always interesting. Probably going to be difficult occasionally, but I don't know. But I got the blue neon one because I thought it would be fun to photograph, and it was once, and that was it. And then I didn't really care for it anymore. So I don't think there's any chance that I would ever.
Wait, which armor is this again? Is it the 3 or the 4?
The 4.
Okay.
Mark 4, yeah. See, it looks really cool where you can see the mechanics underneath there on the chest, and I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's honestly, I will say, I think it's cool for an exclusive. This is exactly what the Toy Fair exclusives kind of should be. It's just like, hey, this is a figure we've done. Here's just kind of like a cool, like little one-off thing, or re-release, or something like that with a different paint.
This is going to be one of those things that I think, much like the neon, that I like. This is going to be so cool. I just want to see it in hand.
Yeah.
And then when I open the box and hold it, I go, yeah. I'm going to sell this. Yeah. Just wanted to hold it.
Cool. I mean, I will say, typically, when we're talking about 1/12 scale figures, I love translucent figures. I think they're kind of awesome.
I know. Well, that's a niche. There's a lot of people who are just into that translucent plastic and will collect just translucent things. And that's what I was thinking. I'm wondering if that's Iron Man, they've already got the built-in, Asian audience for Iron Man. Like maybe the translucent stuff is also a trend over there too, or just a thing that people like. Because I know a lot of people who just love translucent toys.
It's an art toy specific genre. Like there is the art toy specific. I like the translucent version of it. Like a lot of art toys, you have the regular version, then you have the translucent version. You have that, and those types of toys do really well overseas. And I feel like this was made specifically towards that genre, as you're saying. Plus, the working audience of a lot of markets love Tony Stark, love Iron Man. We're not going to get new armors in the movies, so why not continue to explore with these exclusives and throw cool stuff at it? And I think it's cool for that.
Yeah.
I personally don't have to want every single one of them for my collection, No,
right.
So that's fine.
Yep, it's good. And speaking of the man, so reissue of the MECH test. Don't remember what year. I was going to do research, but again, didn't have a lot of time. What's up?
A long time ago. This is. I feel like this was prior to when I even started collecting Hot Toys, which was around the first Avengers movie. So
yeah, is this the same sculpt that they? I know it's a new paint, but I think it's the same sculpt, right?
That's the problem I have with this entire figure, that they should have done a new sculpt because it's good.
It's not quite there,
I mean, it's
he was
good.
Younger, but the eyes.
Yeah,
I think there's just too much around the eyes. There's too much jaw and eye socket or something like that. I don't know. something off. It's definitely in the upper half of the face around the eyes. They're either too close together or there's too much facial bone around the outside or something.
I will say, though, if you are a toy photographer, which I imagine our small audience mostly are toy photographers, figures like this of Iron Man are great for toy photography because you could do so much with him as a mechanic working on stuff, and you have like arms that he could be tinkering with, or
and you could put little sparks and stuff, and and
it's really cool for stuff like that. And I know, friend of the show Sabrina was saying how like this is like a grail.
This is a grail.
Yeah. So like it's awesome that they're redoing it. I really do think they should have done a new sculpt, but I think it's awesome that I want to see them re-release more figures. Personally,
definitely, absolutely, yeah. I mean, I'm really shocked that. Well, not really shocked, but I'm going to assume that they're going to probably re-release things like Leia from A New Hope, maybe even Han from A New Hope, and Luke, because there was a lot of people. That was a while back, and there was a lot of people who did not get in on those figures, and are now deep into a Star Wars collection that they don't have Princess Leia for. It's crazy.
If they
and she's $500 now, $450, $500. It's crazy. And Obi-Wan too, same thing.
If they re-released Han, I would probably get it because I think that says that we'll never get the ESB version. So,
well, that was going to be my joke later. Like, here's the ESB Han Solo, which isn't here. I don't know. I'm wondering if there's no celebration, and so there's no online celebration substitute. So if they had him ready, unless they are in the process of having him ready, he's been in pictures already. Yeah. He was in the Bespin Leia. So it's not like you can't show a prototype. They showed worse prototypes than that, I'm sure.
Is Harrison Ford's birthday coming up or anything like that? Like, do we have anything?
No, it just passed. It just passed like 2 weeks ago. It was his birthday. So it's the ESB 40th. I mean, if you don't come out with Han Solo from ESB on the 40th anniversary of ESB, it's like you're missing the boat, man. It's ridiculous. All right, 280-305. There's a special edition which has the Mark II mask.
I thought it also came with like a gantry something, like one of the robots.
I think it was like
dummy.
Okay, because all I saw on it was that it was like exclusive Mark II mask, and I'm like, wow, for another $15, right? No,
I've definitely seen pictures of him with dummy from this new release. So I'd imagine that's one of the exclusive bits.
So that's one of the in the show shots right there.
That is a cool. I like the drawing though on the mask, like from the movie. That's actually really cool.
Yeah, there's a close up right here of that. Pretty cool.
I like it.
Yeah,
it should have been a new sculpt, but I like it. Yeah, there's dummy.
Is that the gantry that you're talking about right there?
Yeah, but I guess it comes with all of them. So you just get the heart and the mask with the special edition. That's a lot of money for those two things.
Well, $25 for the mask and the heart.
Oh, $25. That's okay.
That's not too bad.
It looks bigger of a bigger gap when I'm just seeing the numbers side by side. When you say $25, I'm like, I'd spend $25.
Yeah, well, $300. I know. Yeah. TJ, any interest in this?
If it was a new sculpt, I would be interested. But not without the new sculpt.
There's certain angles that it looks pretty good. It looks okay there, but it just, I don't know. He looks almost like they euthanized him. They made him a little younger than he was, I think.
Looks like a third-party sculpt at this point.
At this point.
It does. It looks like a very good third-party sculpt, but it's third-party enough that it's just not quite there. It's just not up to their standards these days.
With it being a re-release with just a repaint, it's not. They're not going to change it from this prototype to the finish. So
yeah, and well, I mean, let's think about that though. This is a re-release of something that a lot of people bought, and it's probably gone up in value. I haven't checked the value on these things.
Sabrina
generally.
Yeah.
What's that? Yeah, it's
Sabrina
expensive, right? Yeah, $500-$600, something like that. You can't really turn around and say, "Hey, everybody, we're re-releasing this with a better sculpt on it now." So screw all you people who bought it way back then. And
they've done it. I mean, come on, think about it. The Jedi Luke, they came out like, "Hey, we're going to re-release the Jedi Luke instantly, not even a year after the last one came out, and we're going to give you more stuff."
Well, that's a different story. That was a different story. Yeah,
Is it a different story?
That was a weird thing that people were pissed off about. If they haven't, I never saw anything like that before that, and I haven't seen anything like that since. That they came out with a deluxe edition months after they came out with the regular one that everybody picked up.
I will say what the kids say, same energy.
Although, wait a minute, wasn't there an Iron Man that they did? Well, no, it was a different figure, but they did the damaged one, and everybody was like, "Oh shit! I just ordered the final scene one, and now I want the damaged."
And they've done that a couple times.
Yeah. 2099.
Yes.
This is Go ahead, TJ. 265 Q3 2020. So this is, I think this is
coming
also
out
out in Hong Kong. Yeah, I think it's also close to being out in Hong Kong.
I think, can you not buy him at that convention? Could you not buy him there? Usually you could buy all the Toy Fair exclusives there.
If you were at the convention, if there was a convention, yeah, you would have been.
No, the one that guy had the in-hand picture of Iron Man.
Oh, in
whatever that
wherever it was, if it was Tokyo or Hong Kong, whatever. I don't know. Probably. Yeah, probably. They had the boxes there. He took it out of the box, so I'm assuming. Yeah. It might be out in the stores in Hong Kong. I don't know about this one. I didn't see on Toy Agent that he had this in hand yet. He does have some stuff.
Still up for a pre-order.
It's still up for pre-order. Okay. Yeah.
Is that where you're getting it, TJ?
No, I pre-ordered from Sideshow. I can wait. I just got I pre-ordered this the same day I got final payment notifications, 2 or 3 things. Oh wait.
So we're saying, although that's a pretty, Tom, that's a pretty good. But I think we were talking about this. That's a pretty good bend in the waist there on that left shot with that.
That one looks okay. Yeah, that's probably
the applique.
Yeah.
The applique looks like it's really thin in there, and it's obviously that rubbery plastic. I'm just wondering about cracking. I think that's what you were talking about. If you leave it in that position, you're gonna undo it, and it's never gonna bend back.
I'm more worried not even about leaving it in that position, just okay, I bent the arms once, twice, maybe after 10 times it gives kind of thing. Because you have that line also going down the arm. I'm worried about the more times you put this out, are you weakening that thicker rubbery material or the paint? More importantly, the paint on it. Is that going to start flaking off and becoming a problem?
Is that just paint? Oh, well, if it's paint, then that's an issue. Yeah,
you're not going to get that candy apple like that in.
Yeah, no, not material.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's sewn. Well, no, it can't be sewn in. It's got to be printed on there.
I love these shots. It kind of shows that you work with the limitations of the figure not being the most posable and still get some really dynamic shots. Yeah.
I love the detail on the bottom of the feet. It's cool.
Yeah, me too.
This is tempting. This is definitely tempting.
So he looks so good.
Yeah, this was never my favorite version of Spider-Man. I mean, I got the books from the beginning, and it was.
Oh yeah, they weren't the best. The Michael O'Hara stuff is not the best version of Spider-Man.
No, I heard there were some storylines that got better later on. And
he's maybe come back
last
a lot.
15 years or 10 years or something like that. But
they even had a new. That's where the white costume comes from. He had an upgraded suit where he has a newer version, which I'm hoping because this is called the black version, the black suit of the 2099. Which, funny enough, I see no black in this suit whatsoever.
Yeah, well, it always in the original one. It had that blue black look to it, right?
I think they'd like to do the thing where it's either black has a blue highlight or blue has black.
It's so dark,
blue
that you only see the highlights in the light. Wasn't this wasn't there Ghost Rider 2099 and everything too?
Yeah, there's Dr. Doom 2099, Punisher 2099,
Dr. Doom, Punisher 2099. Yeah.
A statue of Iron Man 2099, right? In that case.
Yeah, those were not great.
No, but when I was 15 when they came out, it was really cool,
It was cool. It was shaking things up because I remember, there were so many comic books out back then. And it was overwhelming, all the new stuff that was coming out. And I think this was when, I don't know the timeline, but I'm not sure if this is before, I think it was after Image came out. Some of those guys had gone.
I feel like it's
they were just looking for something to shake things up and not just have Spider-Man anymore.
But
that looks really cool.
That's what I'm saying. The textures they got in the costume, it's just
God,
like
the way the light hits it.
That's why I was like, I need this. Like, I was gonna get it regardless because I love 2099 suit more than I like the Michael O'Hara version. Though I'm hoping Into the Spider-Verse 2 gives us an on-screen version of Michael O'Hara that we're like, I love it.
Now, do you think that the pointed finger? Who thinks, TJ? You think the pointed finger down there is from the Spider-Man? It wasn't even Spider-Man the anime. What was that? Spider-Man and Friends, or where was that? That cartoon shot where they're pointing.
That was from the '77.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Somebody said it's like that's where they threw that in there for.
I hope so.
I can see that for that. Sure. I mean, because he's pointing at the end of Into the Spider-Verse wearing this costume.
Mm-hmm.
You.
Oh, that's true. No, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. God, I can't wait for the next one of those.
I know. Amazing. I hope it doesn't get pushed.
Well, it's animation. Well, it's animation. Should be
animation, we're getting some good stuff, but hey, you never know.
Yeah, well, a lot of it's done overseas as well. So Stan, the man, Ragnarok. Yeah, $235. It's a decent price point. Q4 2020 also coming out, I think September, in that era. I'll let you guys take it after this. My problem with this is I would almost be into a collection of stands if there were different sculpts, if there were different expressions. If I want to put them all together, and it's just basically the same head from.
That's a different expression.
This from the Guardians of the Galaxy.
I can grab the regular one I have right here. He has a big grin, like you see his teeth. The one up there.
Think of the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Let me see. He's right here.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. He's got teeth. You're right.
So the Guardians of the Galaxy one and the first one are the same. This is a new one.
Okay. You're right. I haven't looked at it in a while. Okay.
That's why I think you had said that before, and I'm like, I think this is a brand new sculpt. But yeah.
Yeah, okay. I don't know. Maybe something a little more expressive, but it's cool.
Stan was never the most expressive person.
No. See, I'd be looking forward to maybe the hippie one or the one that was in Guardians of the Galaxy. This is a crazy outfit though too. I don't know.
I love the Kirby-esque look of this outfit, and that's like
I know.
The fact that it looks
totally
like
Kirby.
He's wearing Uatu's kind of like get up in a way. But I kind of want it just because it's so classic.
Yeah.
In a way that it's like it's comic book iconic, even though it's not from a comic, it's from a modern movie. But the Ragnarok film, all of Sakaar, was based on Jack Kirby's work. Like they kind of like, because the Sakaar in the comics is a desert planet of rocks and like nothing cool. It looked like Roman Colosseums. But they went full Kirby-esque, and to see that in figures, I'm like, I think it looks so cool.
Oh yeah, that back piece is all Kirby, man. That is so so great. Inhumans looking stuff right there.
Yep, totally.
And they made Stan wear it, which is kind of ironically funny.
I wish he did come with a second hand though, that it wasn't the giant barbershop grill.
Is that all that's there?
I think so, yeah. Okay. I wonder if you could take that off though and put like any of the hands from the other stands.
Wait a minute. In the scene, did it change?
It went from a single thing, and then it opened up, and then all the blades spin.
Well, I know that, but he didn't have a regular hand that then turned into a mechanical.
I just want him with a regular hand. That's all.
Okay. Well, you could pop another hand on from the other stand. I'm sure.
Can you know? We don't know that. That's what I'm saying.
Well, we don't know that.
What if it's sculpted in there like that?
Probably not. Knowing Hot Toys, it's probably a unique forearm or something. But you do get a lock of Thor's hair, so there you go.
That's great.
Real hair, which should have been on the Thor that I had.
It's so funny because none of the Thors that they've done have real hair.
I know. Yeah, there's a lack of hair from your plastic head. Yeah, I don't know. TJ, you...
No, it looks really cool, but I'd rather... If I had a chance to, I'd get like the original stand.
Yeah.
I
picked up that knockoff, which I think is actually... I don't know if the sculpt's a knockoff or not, but it looks really good. I think it's Susu Toys too.
Yeah.
But it looks good. It looks really good. They did a good job with that, and I'm happy with that. I did get the Guardians of the Galaxy one, and I like it with the Guardians of the Galaxy set. I don't have Ragnarok Thor, so I think if I was a Marvel collector, more like you guys are, I think it would be fun now at this point, since they're doing this, to have, if you've got a representation of Ragnarok with the Hulk and Thor, to have him in there. That would be kind of cool. I don't know. There's other characters I think I'd rather have from that, but
yeah,
I don't know. If I go down the rabbit hole and get into a Stan Lee collection, I'm in trouble.
I'm waiting to see if this is one of those figures that's going to like last on the site for a while. When I have like a bunch of points that I'm like, okay, hey, I can get something. This is probably going to be one of those that I would pick that up out of the blue. Well, right now with it being the Comic-Con timeline and like so much stuff is happening online, where we have new figures dropping every day in the $100 plus price range
in all scales. Yeah,
in all scales. Yeah, I'm like, I need to cut back. And $20.99 was my priority of the Hot Toy releases. This would have been my second one. That I would have been like, yep, that would have been it.
I got a feeling though, like the original Stan Lee, some of these, although the Spaceman one did come back, and you were able to get that for quite a while. I think the more that they do these, and I'm racking my brain trying to think of some of the looks that he had. I mean, am I going to buy the FedEx one? I buy the hippie one. I think that's kind of fun and cool. But I mean, there's some scene specific stuff. He was just on the train. He was just a guy. I'm like, I'm not buying. It's got to be a pretty wacky look. So I'm trying to think of how deep that they could go with this collection. Where you get to like 5 or 6 and people go, oh shit, now I want them all, and now this value goes up on this one because nobody really.
I don't think that. I mean, after this one, I'm trying to like outside of the FedEx delivery one or the Willie, what's the Fantastic Four mailman? Willie Lomax or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Because he was in that in the Fantastic Four movies too. Like outside of like the package delivery version, I cannot think of another version that they would make a figure of him.
And they may not have. I don't know that. Well, they do have a Sony license, so they could do those too. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, that's Fox, so Marvel has that now.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, I gotta go see who's at my door.
Okay.
Relax.
So TJ, this is a no from you, huh?
No, I mean if it's like 95% no.
I know, me too. It's like I just know I'll go down a rabbit hole. Like you can't have like 3 stands and then just like not.
Like I have the rest of the Ragnarok line.
Oh, you do? Oh, see, that would look cool though.
I do. So like
talk into it. But.
No, like like Tom is right. Like if I was like sitting on the couch one day and I was like, oh, I have 150 like rewards points. Stan Lee is still available.
Yeah. See, like I was like before I had the Guardians again, I was planning on getting them, but I hadn't gotten anybody yet. Way back then, less than a year ago, I got the stand, and now that I've got Rocket Groot, Star-Lord, and got some others on the way, I like him there. You know what I mean? I like him with the team. It's cool. Anyway, let's move on. All right, Whiplash. So another reissue, new paint. Which, as we were talking about earlier, Tom, I guess you're kind of right. They did repaint it, and it is a better paint job.
Yeah,
same scope, better paint job.
Yeah.
So you could be a little miffed if you had the crappier older paint job, but no details on this that I could find. I don't think they put this up for pre-order yet, did they?
Nope.
Yeah. So no idea when this is coming out, but it's a reissue, so I'm going to assume early next year, if not this.
Year's exclusives are within the same year. They're
within that year, right? Yeah. Right. He's just not up yet. Okay. I've heard a lot of things about this being very fiddly and a big pain in the ass to pose because of all that stuff. I mean, the detail is fantastic, but I could see this being a big pain in the ass to put into a pose. But,
was this popular that this had to be remade and reissued?
I don't know. I think there's a bit of a catering to the Asian audience with this stuff. I just don't think this was probably as popular in the U.S.
I feel like it goes hand in hand with their reissue of the Mark V, though, where they're like, hey, we did the Mark V, that's a big thing. Hey, what the one scene the Mark V was in had this Whiplash. Let's do that hand in hand.
Yeah, and the earlier one, the earlier Tony Stark, too. So
wait, there's a Mark V reissue?
No, the diecast, the one that just came out. Because
Yeah, I missed out on that.
I regret not getting that diecast the second time.
Yeah.
Are you seeing flickering, or is that just me?
Just you.
Okay. Let's get a wine. Yeah.
This is good wine.
No, it's literally flickering. I'm like, oh, fuck, it's a storm or something.
Or the wine.
Or the wine. Yeah, super cool. Just don't have much interest in the character.
Yeah, I think.
What are we guessing this was? What did this come out with? And there's that ubiquitous road base that,
I like how they're saying, their whole big thing was like, and he comes with this exclusive base. And it's like, it's not even, it's not even cool. First off,
exclusive to him and 17 other figures.
Yeah, it's if it will actually like look like the street and has some like cracks in the road, like it was a sculpted actual diorama piece.
Yeah, like a burn or something. From the whips or something.
Actually, what I was thinking about, like if we'll get to, I don't know if we'll get to Aragorn, but Aragorn comes with like a chunk of Helm's Deep, which is gigantic and like amazing.
Beautiful.
And, like if they did something where it's like, here's a part of the street, here's a part of that fencing that they fought alongside of.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool as a background. Yeah. Yeah, as a backdrop piece. You know what I mean? Well, I mean they've been doing those as well. The Han Solo from A New Hope came with the Death Star backdrop. Like a chain link fence, actual would probably be an expensive thing to build, I suppose. But
sure, but make it a reason to want to have this.
Yeah, I'm thinking again, just like the Mysterio Illusion Iron Man, like there's a shitload of detail, and that's leather with stuff glued and strapped to it and stuff. And I think if you then go and add a base that's elaborate, this is gonna be a $420 figure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I guess. I don't know.
How right?
Fine.
Fine. So now this. Okay. All right. So Wonder Woman 1984, which I'm assuming someday we'll see with back to back with Black Widow.
We'll see it alongside of when this figure comes out.
Yeah, exactly. In Q1 2022. 255. Yeah, everything's just creeping up. That extra $10, man, or $10, $15, $20. It's just.
DC figures have always been on the high side though for them. I wonder if that's part of their deal. But I feel like 255 has always been the DC minimum.
Or there's going to be a lower amount of sales so that they jack it up a little bit.
Really, I feel like DC people are more buyers than Marvel people. Maybe not. Clearly, they're spending more.
Well, they have less to buy, so.
Yeah, that's true. You're just stabbing that knife.
We just lost 30. We just lost 30 subscribers.
No, we're not saying that. We don't. Hot Toys, stop making DC figures. Come on, what are you doing?
No, this is a really good looking sculpt. I think not 100% nailed, but better than they have been.
Is it?
No.
I think the Golden Eagle, that drag queen looking armor that they did,
that does look good, but who the hell wants that
sculpt that they've done?
Yeah.
But
if I were to get a Wonder Woman, this I have yet to look at them side by side, but how much different is this from the comic book version of the first suit that they released? Is it just brighter?
Different.
Is it a different uniform altogether?
I think the uniform looks exactly. I mean, I haven't seen them side by side either.
Me either.
Some purist is going to be like, "Well, no, there's a different line. Some are here, and there's
I'm sure there are differences, but that's the one if I had gotten a Wonder Woman, that's the one I would have gotten the comic color version. Because I like this. I like this colorway on here. This is cool.
I like it. To me, there's a couple things that are weird about it. One, we've discussed this, I think, privately, where the sculpted hair is interesting. Now they're going to that. I'm glad that I will say though, I'm glad they're doing it because there are people that did not want any of the other Wonder Woman because it was the doll hair. Now there's finally a sculpted hair version for them to purchase if they want. It's interesting that they're doing it though. But also, I feel like I don't know, is Gal that much from neck to like chest? Like I feel like it's much bigger, taller. I feel like she's built like a Mike Mignola drawing where there's a lot more chest and neck than the rest of her, but that could just be me.
I see what you're saying looking at the left, but I'm wondering if that's like an illusion of that hair sitting there.
Straight on, man. It's like a straight-on shot.
I'm looking at the line, like if you look at the one on the right with her shoulder hitting her neck, it looks like it's about right.
Yeah,
I don't know.
the one on the left, that one picture is the one that's like making me question how a human anatomy is. And
I think that's because like right around the breastplate, the head of the eagle, it's very bright and there's just no detail there, so it almost looks like a sheer, like huge area where it's actually coming out to breast shape or something. TJ, you're not a DC guy.
Oh no, I'm tempted. I have
Are
the
you?
Justice League Wonder Woman.
Oh yeah. Oh wow.
The hair drove me nuts, man.
Yeah.
Did it?
It was insane. Like I took like one portrait shot, and then I actually had a hard time putting the one of the hands back on because it's hard to explain. I think I couldn't push the sleeve back, and it wouldn't like click into place. So I just put it back in the box. It's been in the box for a year now.
I don't think you're going to have any different of an issue with this one though. With those cuffs, I feel like it's going to be the same thing.
The problem with this is the 84, so her hair is very not quite. It's a little past Farrah Fawcett time, but that kind of styled look. You're gonna have you're never gonna get that look with real hair. You're gonna have to put that in place with wax and
with Hot Toys
and seal it. You know what I mean? Like even a person who is doing custom hair would have to seal that, and then you just do not touch it because it will fall apart. So that's just not going to work for collectors. Obviously, it's sad fact about long hair.
I think the one thing we've learned though too is that if there's one thing that Hot Toys has never managed to be able to do, it's
real hair.
The real hair.
Yeah.
Like Asmus.
I thought there was a Black Widow that was pretty good. No,
which one?
The Civil War Black Widow was
Civil
really good.
War. Yeah.
I have that. It's really
that's the one where it's like that's actually the Farrah Fawcett.
It's kind of straight and
Oh no, the straight one is Winter Soldier, Winter Soldier.
Oh.
The Civil War one is the one where it actually looks like Farrah Fawcett, layers and curls, and it actually ended up looking like that when it came out, which looked pretty good.
Side note: there's a guy. I don't know if you've seen this guy, TJ. I think it's a guy. Could be a woman. By the name, I don't know, but it's doing hair. A lot of like Black Widow rehairs and stuff.
Number 6 Customs,
possibly.
Or Tetsu.
I gotta look it up.
Ooh,
Tetsu 007, I think.
That might be it. Just amazing work. I asked him or her about like doing an Aragorn, or Thor actually, and she said like I don't do men yet, but she had done men, or he had done men. Whatever. Amazing work though. Just fantastic. That's the kind of thing like he can get this look out of that, and he puts it in a plastic shell, and you better put it on with gloves, and then never ever touch it again. Very cool though. Yeah, I think this looks really nice. I'm not getting into a DC collection. It's a shame because like this movie was really good, and I really like her in this role. I just don't like anybody else that's in any of these movies in any of these roles besides her. I think
I like Chris, the other Chris, not Pratt. I keep wanting to go to Chris Pratt. It's the Chris. What? Pine. Thank you. I knew it was like a P. I like Chris Pine.
Oh! In the movie, yeah, I like Chris Pine. I'm saying like any of the other heroes. Any of the I don't like Cavill. I don't never like Affleck. I don't like it's. I don't like anybody.
He's not an insurance company.
Affleck, whatever.
Affleck. I do like that they have the magnetized bullet ricochets for her bracers. Those are cool.
Yeah, those are cool.
There's a lot of cool stuff about this. The tiara coming off, her being able to throw that kind of stuff. It's like those are little touches that are missing from other.
I like the lasso in motion. That's really cool.
That's cool. There's a lot.
This would make for some great pictures, and I've seen some people do some amazing Wonder Woman shots with the original one, or actually, my favorite ones are the ones where she's still on.
Mascara.
Yeah, the warrior look. It's really really cool.
Training outfit.
The training outfit. Yes. Yep.
I've wanted a Wonder Woman for my collection for a long time. Since the BVS, where she was the best part about Batman.
Absolutely.
But there's been a couple things that have held me off. One being the hair. and the second thing being the seamless body. And I was kind of just waiting for like, give me an action figure, but 1/6 scale. And so I thought this was going to be it, but again, they did the seamless body. We got the hair. So I'm like on the fence. I'm like, should this be the one that I get? Because clearly we're never going to get the.
Wait, you don't want the seamless body?
No, I don't want. I'm tired of things breaking. I don't want the rubber peeling and breaking. And it's not a Physine. It's Hot Toys.
I gotta. Well, I don't know. Do I have any Hot Toys seamless bodies?
I have Gamora, and her arms look like
I don't have Gamora
any second. And I have
really, because I've got some Phison stuff that hasn't. I put it into.
That's it. Phison is not Hot Toys. Hot Toys does not use the same material Phison does.
Yeah, but you'd think they would. I mean, shit's all from the same area, and everybody knows what everybody does. Wow, I didn't realize that. I thought this technology had gotten to the point where it's just like ubiquitous, and everybody's got the same kind of structure, and it's not going to fall apart.
Maybe I just get bad ones, but I mean, my Thor, because like they added like the texture of the skin to the Thor arms, the RAGNOROK one, the one that we saw in the standard pictures, and I looked at him, and I never bend those arms like ever. And already the skin texture started to like flake off. Didn't
you say in our show about didn't you say you had some humidity problems where you were? I don't know if you still do.
It's
in LA,
Southern California. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean that definitely could contribute.
It's possible.
Stuff like that.
It's very possible.
All right, what do we got next? So this, I'm not sure where this came in the reveals, but it was definitely a new one, and I kind of dig this one.
You've done it on the live stream that we did together where they toured the show, and you're like, oh, that kind of looks not that good anymore.
Yeah, when they did the glow, I mean, like here they've got the blue light on it, and you can see the whole thing while it's there. But they give you that cheap ass stand with the. I don't have one in hand, but all I've heard from everyone who owns it is from the Iron Mans that it's a cheap ass stand, and it doesn't really do much to make the glow look good. The pattern, the texture look good, but yeah, I mean, I think I have a picture of it. I don't know if I have a picture of this live, but it didn't. You're right. When we did the live, it didn't quite look as good as it does here, but I'm still tempted. Anybody else?
No.
Nope.
Not at all. Wow.
Too shiny for me.
I never liked the suit in the comics either. I don't like the green glow behind the spider. It was.
I didn't even notice that. Actually,
too overdone.
Yeah. Makes me sad.
It makes you sad? Why does it make you sad?
Because when I woke up, and
you thought it was a classic, didn't you?
I thought it was a classic. Like I was half awake. I was like, "It's the classic."
Don't worry, TJ.
Shiny.
They took care of us.
Thank God.
I too.
Thank you,
classic
Hot Toys people.
Yeah, it is very shiny. I just want the movie plain suit, the blue and red. That's all I want.
Yeah.
Good. After that, that's all I need.
And you should buy that.
You should definitely buy that.
You should buy the blue and red.
Oh yeah, I gotta buy it used now, and it's not cheap. So
you couldn't get the movie promo edition.
No,
you need one.
I thought about. I was on the fence about it because I'm like, well, maybe I'll pick up the other one with the other sculpt because I don't think that had the unmasked sculpt.
No, it doesn't. Right? But you can get so many Tom Holland sculpts.
I know. Well, you just got one, TJ. It looked great, right? Was that the Tom?
No, that's not
Limb Toys. No, that's
not.
What
did you get?
It's
a video game.
It's not a real person.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah,
I forgot which one it was. Yeah.
Trevor, do you need?
But I've seen that before. I've seen a good.
Do you need the Tony Stark suit?
He does.
Are you looking for one?
Yes, he is.
Well, I have an extra one. I bought one 3 years ago.
There you go.
Wait, you? Oh, which one?
The blue and red.
Homecoming.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I bought two or 3 years ago because I assumed that I would fuck up like the first one, and I haven't.
Look at that! You have friends.
Look at the kismet of this. All right, we'll talk later.
Okay. I am still dying. TJ, your deliverer, that's not a real person. That made me I don't know. That broke me inside. I started cracking up. I couldn't handle it.
It's not real.
No. I thought you had bought a third-party Tom Holland sculpt a while ago too, because I've seen some. I forgot the one you showed me recently.
Those and I feel like those look okay in the pictures, and when you get them, they're super soft.
Did you get the So half mask one? I did.
That's out already.
Oh,
No, but I pre-ordered it.
No, I want
really
to.
Good.
Yeah, I might get that one.
Where'd you pre-order from?
1/6 kit.
Okay, cool. I want it.
Yeah, it looks. And honestly, I was talking about it with Elliot, Biojex Photo, and we were both saying how like it might be the best Tom Holland sculpt out there, at least from the promo pics. It looks. They got his marble in mouth look that Tom Holland has when his mouth is closed.
Yeah,
really good.
Interesting. I'm gonna have to pick that up.
Anyway,
yeah. All right, you've talked me out of this. This is I don't need this, but
you don't need this.
It's cool.
You definitely don't need this.
And there you go. I don't need this either because this is video game, right, or a comic?
No, this is classic. This is what Spider-Man looks like. This is
not the
Spider-Man.
movie
You
Spider-Man.
know what it is, man? Like that's America as it should be.
Right. That's America's Spider-Man.
Yep.
No, it is great. It's nice as a comic book Spider-Man. I just don't have a comic book collection, so.
Exactly, and that's why I started collecting Hot Toys to get to this point.
Now, Tom, you said like you didn't like the raised webbing because it wasn't raised on the body, though.
Yeah, that's what I stick to that. I don't like the raised webbing on the head.
Me neither, but I'll live with it.
Honestly, that exact reaction is exactly what went through my head when I said it too. Because I'm like, I don't like it.
Anything else? Are the eyes interchangeable?
Yes,
they are. Okay.
I think they're the exact same eyes that we saw on the. I think what we saw on the exact last picture of the previous suit is exactly what we're going to get with this one. Just this suit.
Now
this is a classic.
Game, right?
Huh?
What's that?
It's from the game.
Yes.
Okay.
This is the classic suit from the game.
This has just got such a classic John Romita look to it. You know what I mean? It's just like everything Spider-Man was when I was growing up. It's pretty cool.
What were you saying, Peter?
Oh, I said, so if it's from the game, I can use my fake human head on it.
Yes, you can use your fake human head on anything you want, just so you know that they're just toys.
Yes. Yes.
I feel like
and unlike the other one, this one did hold up under scrutiny when they showed the videos and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't. The other one had the shiny material that you would have saw on the Iron Spider, right? But it just didn't have the same texture because I think they were banking. Hey, put your black light on it to kind of get all this extra stuff. So it ended up looking very plasticky and not.
Yeah.
Right.
It's great that this has like the blue is like a soft cloth too.
I think it's the same blue that they're using on the movie one, the Homecoming.
Is it?
It looks that way.
So that's going to be nice and flexible and isn't going to give you
super
shit.
Flexible. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. Very cool.
Yeah, I'm stoked for that figure.
Yeah, I like this one.
What is happening? Oh, there you go.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
TJ. 270 Q1 2022 special regular editions.
They're not special or regular. They confuse me with the wording. It's special and then collector's edition.
It's not special edition? They're changing their terminology now, so it's a special edition and a what is the other one?
The collector's edition and I think there's collector's edition and special edition are the two.
Well, wasn't the collector's edition just the regular edition now? Or which
I think so, but I was so confused because I don't think the price changes between them anymore. So like
that's interesting because this is a Hot Toys sideshow that does the same thing with all those comic book things that they have. There's a collector's edition, and then there's the exclusive edition. Which, like, if I'm a collector, I want that extra head.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's like
you do get the psionic shield with the whatever the deluxe edition is of this. You get that psionic shield, which is one of the coolest looking effects I've ever seen.
It really does look cool. I don't have a lot of. I mean, I like these movies. I was talking about this with the guys yesterday. I won't go too deeply into this, but I just have a real deep hatred for Rob Liefeld, so I've never been a Deadpool fan.
Yeah.
But it's permeated through, even though I enjoyed the movies and some of the later comic books, I hate him with the strength of 1,000 suns that I don't.
Liefeld out of Deadpool in my mind. I know that he would probably hate to hear that, but I also hate Rob Liefeld. I think he is terrible.
He's a hack.
He's awful.
And he just ripped off, like, Deadpool's a ripoff. So
he's not a good artist either. He draws everybody terribly. Whenever I see bad art, I'm like, oh, it's like the Rob Liefeld edition. But I take the characters away. Like Cable, for me, I honestly think it was the '90s X-Men cartoon that was like, here's Cable, look how awesome this character is. And then I got into him in the comics and got into him with the toys and whatnot, and he's awesome. Deadpool, I was never a big fan of until probably in like the last 10 years. And
when he was written better and by different people, he was.
Oh yeah,
he was a good character. I just So this for me, like, this was great, but like, yeah, I like the comic Cable. I like the big ass, way oversized, bulky Cable. So, I don't have this Deadpool. I don't really want it, so it's not for me. But TJ, what do you think? Yeah, you said yes. You're in.
I'm in. I had the Toys Era one, and I like it a lot.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But I wonder, does the Toys Era have a better sculpt than this, though?
No.
Really?
It's really, really good.
I think this is better. But the body was cool. The body sculpt was cool on the Toys Era one, right?
Yeah. The thing I don't like about this Hot Toys sculpt is like his open mouth.
Yeah.
Oh. It's a little weird.
That's very Josh Brolin, though. That's very much him. He's always like
kind of slack-jawed. Yeah.
And I talk with the bottom of the lip. Even Thanos always had that look on his face like that. I do like
the way they did this. It was good, but it's not my Cable.
I wish he was bigger. But also, that's great that they made that a joke in the actual movie itself. I feel like Deadpool's like, you seem a lot bigger from afar, and then when you get closer, like, you're very small. He makes fun of him for being tiny.
That shield is pretty damn cool.
I love that. That shield is one of the things that makes me want this. Also, there's that shot of him like dashing to the side with like the cape kind of waving, whatnot. Do you have that one?
No, we'll go onto the web and take a look at some of the other shots of these things. So.
Right.
But I know what you're talking about. Yeah, they'll look good.
Oh yeah. In case you didn't know, like I'm in.
Yeah. No, we know.
Okay. Just saying.
So the special edition is the psionic shield. That is the extra.
Okay.
Does that eye light up?
Yes.
Yeah.
I wonder. I don't know if it's light up or if it's like one of their luminescent bullshits.
Oh, okay. I thought it lit up. There was another picture that I also don't have on here that it looked like it was really like.
I mean, the very
glowing.
first picture.
But again, Hot Toys will do that too.
I am opening this up in another window, so I will let you guys know.
Okay. If you want to share, just let me know. Well, we'll take a look at some stuff. So open it up and then you can share afterwards.
The name of the two editions are Collector's Edition, Exclusive Edition.
I see.
None of them are what that picture just said, where it said it was a special edition, comes with psionic shield. Yet, if you hit Exclusive Edition, it says Cable Special Edition. But if you hit Collector's Edition, it just says Cable. But it says Collector's Edition. I don't understand. That's it.
Whatever. You think there'd be like an industry standard or something like that. You know what I mean? Like people adopted the DX. Let's adopt the extra stuff terminology. What's the extra stuff terminology? Special edition, collector's edition, exclusive edition. What the fuck is it? Just keep to that.
It is an LED light up function in the eye.
Right.
Oh, cool. All right.
I wonder where the switch is. Under his hair? You think that looks up?
Oh, no. It doesn't. It looks very seamless. I wonder if you take the head off. I wonder if it's like a magnetic head. You take the head off and flip a switch.
Yeah.
Because it is, luckily, not necked.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should never be. That is a travesty.
No, speaking of travesty, continue.
Travesty.
Yeah, yes, yeah. I don't think it's a travesty, but it's just, I just don't need, I don't need another Anakin, God knows, but
no, you need all the Anakins.
Yeah, I have to have all the Anakins.
Comes with a poncho, Trevor. You need it.
I know. And a cape. It was a cape, too.
Wait, cape and a poncho? God.
I know, cape and a poncho. How can I resist? Cape. $260 for the regular edition, $385 with the staff, which I don't know. not for me. But
I mean, it's a little bike speedery thing, but not for $125.
I doubt it's going to even be what they don't think. Well, they don't care. That's not going to fit in a detail shelf. You're going to have to. That's going to have to use two. You're going to have to use two shelves for that. I mean, the strap itself might fit, but not with him on it.
Oh yeah, I get what you're saying. Because I was looking over my Darth Maul with his speeder.
You can
bike.
do this right here, but yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, my thing is like the cloth and the clothing looks better here than it did in the crappily lit sideshow walkthrough, which looked really, really cheap. It looks really, really cheap, I'm sure, when it comes out and you fluff it all up and use the wiring and stuff. It looks great. But I mean, there's just so much. I feel like when there's something like this, unless I'm really married to the source material, which I like the Clone Wars, but I like the cartoon Clone Wars, and I just don't really understand why they're not doing forget the stap. Give me a cartoon head.
Yeah, if they came out with cartoon heads alongside these figures, I'd probably be more apt to getting them. Yeah,
I would almost be. I'd probably be putting the down payment on this now. Yeah, it's like there's so much reused stuff here. You know what I mean? It's just I already have 3 Anakins. Why do I need another?
The armor looks like they cut it off another figure though and just dropped it on this guy. It does not look like it's integrated into this character whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean that might be the prototype too. I know the pictures look a little bit better, but not much. I mean, I
think it looks worse on the side shot. Well, that looks good with them together.
Yeah, that's the.
Oh, yeah, that stab is huge, huh? Damn.
Yeah, it's fucking enormous. It's enormous. It looks cool. The vehicles, like 1/6 vehicles.
I like my speeder.
Your speeder? What speeder?
The one that comes with Darth Maul.
Oh, the Maul speeder. Yeah. But Maul just looks badass on that speeder.
Right.
It's hard to.
That looks like a joke. That thing looks hilarious.
Yeah, these things. This was always my problem with the prequels too. That everything looked a little too Buck Rogery, and I get why. I understand that they were trying to like make it look a little older and more like a 30s allegory, of what's the term? But anyway, But I just never liked the design of this stuff. So
yeah, it's funny though because the speeder for Maul is from the same era, and yet it looked more Star Warsy than this does.
Yeah,
this looks like prequel Star Wars, which looks like one of those.
Not every vehicle in there I hated. I like the idea of the
Naboo ships looked cool.
Yes, the chrome craft that they had there. That was pretty cool. I like that. I like the idea of that. I like the whole idea that they had, that it was very
shiny new.
Yeah, and sort of turn of the century. What is the freaking term? What's the Chrysler building? It's
Art Deco?
The Art Deco. Thank you. Couldn't think of the term. Very Art Deco in the Star Wars world. You know what I mean? Like very decorative looking and shiny and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh, you can pose them like that. If you go back one in your default, that might pose well.
Not with the lightsaber out like that, but yeah, sure.
No, that's way too wide.
I just like, again, the hair is different, but this is the same.
I know. It is the same sculpt.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same sculpt. I thought maybe they changed his mouth too, but I don't think they did.
No, the Obi-Wan is 100%. They didn't change jack shit about
nothing. Exactly the same. Yeah.
Which kills me because Obi-Wan was the one I wanted out of the two of them, and
these are the only things that are intriguing. I'll probably buy these secondarily, somewhere and just use them.
And not even General Obi, but you get like regular Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
That's a reuse right there. That's not like.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
He should come with one of the clone troopers.
Yeah.
Yep. But I guess they spent their budget on making an Ahsoka one.
Rex or something, yeah. Yeah, I mean, just it does have a cape and it does have a cloak, but you got to buy the poncho. You got to buy the exclusive or special or collectors or whatever edition to get that. What are they showing? Oh, they're showing. What are they showing with the?
Oh, you get two different pauldrons or things, chest armors.
Yeah, the armor.
You get two different ones. Interchangeable armor. Additional
Is that
cape.
damaged? Oh, yeah, it's damaged. Oh, yeah, that's cool.
No, they look completely different. One looks like
one's damaged and cracked and scarred and all that stuff. That's the one he's got on the left there.
Yeah. The one on the right looks better.
Yeah, it does actually. Yeah, give me some cartoon heads, Hot Toys, and I'm all over this shit.
We spent too much time on Anakin. Can we move on?
Yeah. We'll go to Obi-Wan. This is the only picture I have of him. I have the same feeling. I just feel like, you just give me a figure with a different arm and the armor. That's it. Sucks. Too bad. Now, this is interesting. I got a few pictures of this. So this was the Tokyo, Hong Kong, Asian show version of the Hot Toys Snowspeeder Luke, and this looks 1,000 times better than it looked at the Sideshow booth.
Is he looking like sharp 90 degrees to the right?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I don't know if there's purrs in here. I doubt it. Why would they do that on this particular sculpt?
This is just a side look.
Was this the reuse of the? I can't tell. It may not be that extreme. It may be a reuse of the Return of the Jedi one where he's looking to the side. I'm not sure.
I thought I read that it was a reuse of that.
Yeah.
From what we've seen so far.
But like the problem with the Sideshow one I kept seeing is like the top was always lighter and faded more than the pants were. Wasn't nearly this dirty, and it wasn't nearly this. It seemed puffier or less puffy. Yeah. So this was the Sideshow booth one that just didn't look. Look at the difference in the shoulders there. I mean,
what is it? Two entirely different figures, or does it come with like a different jacket?
I think it's the same figure, just badly.
Spoiler. Badly
set up, or I don't know, man. It's not. It looks. This looks like a decent figure. They need to dirty up that helmet more, but it looks pretty good.
That helmet looks pretty goddamn dirty.
No, the Sideshow one is like, when you look at the Sideshow one, you look, holy shit, that's really dirty. Was it that dirty? And then you look at the film and it's like, yeah, it was really that dirty.
Okay.
This is well, look at the helmet there. That's way cleaner than there. I think this is just a prototype that Sideshow had. A really early prototype that they must have sent them. Anyway, that's that. We don't have any details on it. Don't even know if it's going to come out. Jango Fett, another one. So, this was Jack from Exclu pointed out to me it was a different sculpt. I didn't even realize it when I first saw it, and not as good. No. If you're going to reuse a sculpt, reuse the good one that you used for Rex. And any interest in this one, TJ?
No.
Jango? No Jango?
I was interested in the last two things.
Luke?
Snowspeeder Luke and Anakin.
Are you picking up Anakin?
Yes.
Are you picking up Obi-Wan?
Yes.
Oh, interesting. People might be changing their mind when Ahsoka eventually. That'll be 2024, but
I'll tell you, I want Ahsoka, and then just the clones. I think that's all now that I've seen what they're doing, and they're just like, hey, let's just reuse the figures I didn't want from the other ones. Yeah, I'm down for definitely. The clones are like top of my list, and then I need to see Ahsoka.
Mm-hmm. I never had any attachment to Jango Fett. He's just like if it was a Black Series figure, like I'll pick him up. Don't need a 1/6 figure of him.
I think he looks cool. I agree with Jack, and we discussed this on Monday, where the head sculpt looks a lot less like the actor than the head sculpt that they're using on the Clone Troopers.
Yeah, it's got a little Josh Brolin on the right there, actually.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's a weird thing. Like you're starting with a base sculpt, and you're changing the expression. And I know that these are not traditionally done. Well, I don't know that, but I'm pretty sure that they're not traditionally done. So they're done digitally. So, like, how do you not start with what you started with Rex? Change the hairline, change the mouth shape, and you're done.
Yeah, because that sculpt was pretty perfect. You just fill in the older wrinkles that you maybe added, but
right. Yeah, exactly. Taskmaster, along with Black Widow, which I think is coming up next or soon. Tom, I saw your comment somewhere. That you're just not into this design. I'm not either.
I don't need paintballing Taskmaster. Give me actual Taskmaster, and I would have been about it. Like if they do Taskmaster from like the games, because we've seen that they're doing some figures from some of the games where it's actually him with again skull face. I would have been all about it. But this is, I think it
almost looks like he's wearing jam shorts here, which really bothers me. Right, and then knee pads, and then boots.
Yeah,
which is basically what it is. It's separated armor, I suppose. But
I'm worried about this movie because of this character. I know too much about this movie without it coming out already. So I know stuff that happens, and I'm worried. But the shield looks a little not done. Doesn't it look like kind of like that's just a mold they just put a graphic on? And
but I don't know. Like,
we haven't seen the movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know. Maybe
I want this movie to be good, and I want to see it. And they should just put it on Disney Plus.
I know. I've been talking to my friends who were into this. Like, I would totally pay $40, $50, and invite, 3 or 4 people over to watch it, and I'd watch it, for $50. Yeah. I mean,
No, well, I mean, they're doing the thing where you can rent a movie at home for $20 to $25, and they keep it at that. You can get your $20 price ticket that you would have gotten for me anyway if I had gone to see it in a movie theater, and I could watch it on my couch and, have a beer without spending concession beer prices and all that. I mean,
but a blockbuster movie, like a Marvel movie is going to be, like a movie like I just watched that, what's the guy from SNL?
I watched that one too. That's the one I was thinking about.
It was good. It was a good movie. I would have paid, I don't know if I would have paid to go see it in the theater, but for $20 for 2 people to sit there and watch it, yeah, sure, fine.
I paid $20 for just me to sit there and watch it.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. So, but this, you're inviting people over to watch this. You know what I mean?
There's a freaking pandemic. I'm not.
Oh well, all right. You're not inviting me.
Crap. What the hell's wrong with you? You can keep your virus to yourself. I'll watch this.
You can socially distance and watch a movie, but anyway.
My room's not that big that everybody.
Okay, all right. Depending on your personal situation.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, I would pay $40 to watch the stupid movie.
Okay, you can pay your $40. I'll pay $25.
But I know that I understand that they're losing out on money when you pay $25 and you have 5 people watching the movie where they would have made 150.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
don't think that's their concern. I think their concern is more like this is a character from the very first Avengers movie that has been deserved of a standalone movie. It's more of a social thing than it is a money thing as well. It
could be that. You're right. That's a good that's a good point. But I mean, they are counting. I mean, if these actors are getting points on the dollars and stuff like that, and there's people who are collecting points on the money brought in, that's going to be a factor for them to say, "Oh, well, we're not going to make quite as much money on this because we're putting it out on video."
Here's the thing, though. Have you been looking at any of the statistics coming out of the movies that have dropped on digital release first, like Trolls 2 and stuff like that?
No.
Those movies
not Frozen 2. Trolls 2 did well, and there was something else on Disney Plus.
Cleaning up. Those movies are cleaning, because I'll tell you, Scoob as well. Like these movies are getting more people to take more chances on renting them at home because we have nowhere to go. We can't go to a movie theater right now, so we're all trapped at home. The more that gets released, I'll drop a little bit extra money right now to watch these movies rather than having them keep getting pushed back and pushed back and pushed back.
Okay, that's a good point, because the other thing is, like, especially with those type of moving like Trolls, you're going to rent it, and you can only rent it. You can't buy it. Yeah. You can rent it. The kids are going to want to watch it again. I'm going to want to watch Black Widow probably a couple times, a few weeks later, if it's any good. And I'm going to rent it again for another $25. So you're right. Yeah, maybe you get a $50 ticket price out of that because somebody wants to watch it, a week later or something like that. So.
You're going to get people too that live in East Bumblefuck that can't, don't have a movie theater around them in general, that are just like, oh, hey, I can watch this on Amazon on my laptop, because that's what I have.
The bottom line is, though, Taskmaster looks like shit.
Yes, let's agree on that. Taskmaster, this is terrible. Make you feel ashamed.
TJ, any interest?
0.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen the movie, so maybe he's going to be so freaking cool. But yeah, you're right. It's paintball, man. I don't know. It's weird. Taskmaster was the coolest freaking looking figure. And I realized you can't make him look like that because it looks.
Yes, you can.
No, it's gonna look goofy as hell with the flopped over pirate boots and shit. Man, come on.
Okay. Let's hold on. Let's hold the phone here. We do not need the whole pirate getup. I get it. That's gonna not.
Oh, I agree. This is a stretch. This is way too much of a stretch. Yeah.
But you could make that. I've seen some sketches from this movie that some of the artists have dropped already, where the helmet looked more like the skull look from the comics, and it instantly made this look so much cooler.
Yeah,
like, skull stuff looks really cool. We all have skulls, right, within our faces. Like we know it's not a weird stretch.
Mm-hmm. I know they're trying to do the real, and there is no cape on this, right?
It's like a little. Isn't that what this piece is?
It's almost like a hoodie or something.
It's like a sash thing.
Yeah,
it's dumb.
Which I mean, capes are dumb unless you're Thor because he's a god or whatever. I mean, I get it. Capes are a little goofy, but I would like to see a cape.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Awesome, I think.
This. I don't know what to think. I haven't seen too many pictures of it. Not loving the look of the sculpt or the way it sits on the shoulders. I don't know. There's something weird about it. Anybody? Any thoughts? Again, sculpted hair, driving me nuts. Long sculpted hair. You're never. This is a character that has to do, acrobatics and what I mean. Like, you can't. You're not going to be able to do anything with this.
I'm very intrigued to see if they do the black suit with maybe the same sculpt but in a different way, with different hair or something like that.
Pulled back hair, maybe, or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd love to. If you have any interest in this, but God knows when we'll know.
I was very intrigued to see what the white suit was going to look like in figure form, and then I saw it. I'm like, oh, not good. Okay.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's like basically Kill Bill in white. I don't know, with some shoulder pads. I don't know.
Yeah.
Not really thrilled. And then the only non-Hot Toys that I have on here, I don't have Aragorn, but we can go take a look at Aragorn if we got time. Ace Ventura, which I think looks pretty good. It's the little cheek lines there, a little too much for me, but I don't know. I know he does that thing with his face and the teeth, but I don't know, it's a little weird. $210, pretty good price. Asmus always has some good prices on stuff. That clothing is always great, and this looks pretty good. I don't think I own anything of theirs with like civilian clothing. It's always like medieval Lord of the Rings stuff, but not bad looking.
I'm very shocked that he comes with none of the animals that we've seen in the promo shots.
Because where are you going to find a 1/6 koala bear? You know what I mean? Like, it would be great to have the parrot. Well, somebody did, yeah, I guess. That's a miss, man. That's an easy DX version of this, or special edition, or collector's edition, or exclusive edition.
Any animal works.
Yeah, monkey, the parakeet.
Yep.
Yeah, it's very minimal. I mean, the price is good, but I mean, compared to their Lord of the Rings stuff and all the stuff that you get with those, for in the 220 range, not a whole lot going on here. But I'm sure the likeness, rights and stuff are probably a little more for this too. I don't know. Lord of the Rings must have been dirt cheap because.
Yeah, those figures are not expensive, and they put a lot of money into a lot of detail into it.
Amazing. Yeah, but this looks good. I mean, it's not for me. I'm not really a fan. I like the movie, but not enough to put it on the shelf.
I used to love this movie growing up, but I have no need for a figure of it.
Yeah, I always thought that I wanted like comedy collections. Like, I'm not picking up Bill and Ted. See if there were Clerks. If there was, I probably would.
Really?
Some of them, yeah. I might get the what's his name? Silent Bob and Jay. I might get Silent Bob and Jay. 1/6, maybe. I don't know. I would get. This is just my. I would get Caddyshack. I would get Bill Murray from Caddyshack for sure.
You say that a lot, actually.
I want that. I just want that.
I would get The Last Starfighter. Just so you guys know.
That's not a comedy, is it? Is it a comedy?
Well, have you seen it?
Can't be.
Was it intended as a comedy when it came out?
Probably not. Probably not.
Yeah, I don't know what I would. What are the That's an interesting thought. I've never really explored. Like, I like the Jerk, but I mean, like, who's putting out a Jerk figure now? Like, what comedies would there?
How about Beverly Hills Cop? Does that count as a comedy?
I would. You know what? Yeah, that's definitely a comedy,
Okay.
and I would honestly So those movies I grew up on were Eddie Murphy movies from like the early 90s.
Coming to America, somebody did. I think one of the third parties did Coming to America.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want a Yakim.
Yep.
How about Police Academy?
No.
Grew up on that. Really?
I love Police
I
Academy,
don't
but I
think
don't need Police Academy
I don't
figures.
think any cops in figure form.
Well, I mean, Ghostbusters crosses that line between sci-fi and comedy, so you got that. I guess it's just because there aren't a lot of memorable characters. I think Rodney Dangerfield from Caddyshack is a great-looking, would be a funny character to have.
Give me Rodney Dangerfield from Ladybugs.
And Ladybugs too. I would take a Rodney Dangerfield collection. I fucking love Rodney.
A collection of Rodney Dangerfield?
Sure, why not? I love him.
You know what? That would be the collection with the biggest eyes you've ever seen.
And then a Fletch collection or something.
Ooh, Fletch.
Fletch, remember Fletch?
I remember Fletch.
Mm-hmm.
Fletch was great.
Fletch was great. He's such an asshole.
To be 7 again.
But I can't think of any other comedies that were like that I would want as a figure off the top of my head. Anybody else? Like Revenge of the Nerds. Like there's nobody there.
No.
Fast Times at Ridgemont High. I would like a Spicoli. Somebody did a custom Spicoli, and it was okay a while ago. I would take a Spicoli.
I'm hard being put on the spot for that kind of thing, but I'm sure as soon as we get off, I'll think of like 5 comedies that I would love to hear from.
We'll talk about it next time because it doesn't really fit what we're talking about anyways. It just came up.
I mean, we're talking about Ace Ventura. That's a comedy.
Yeah. Do we want to try and take a look at TJ? Do you have Aragorn up there? Yeah.
No.
Oh, you don't. Okay.
No, I close it.
You pull them up.
Aragorn Asmus.
Well, we're waiting for that. Our question is, what is your favorite SDCC 2020 1/6 reveal so far? So let us know in comments below. Of course, subscribe. Check out Star Wars Time. Always fun, those guys. Play Photocast. Dakota hasn't come out. Dakota needs another. He did. He put one up on his Patreon that I haven't listened to yet. Got something for me, TJ? Oh, Tom's got it.
I did, and then it went away.
There we go. All right. Let me. Why am I saying? Oh, okay. You just took over, which is awesome.
Yeah, well, I have access to the main account.
I know, that's great. So, my initial thought, TJ, I want to hear what you think about this.
So, I think it's an improvement over the last release, but very, very small improvement. I prefer the outfit.
Yeah, I like the outfit.
I like the way
they nailed it, man. They knocked it out of the park with the clothes too.
I love the sculpt. I love the paint, but as we all know, like that's not what we're gonna get.
Sadly, yeah.
Like I'm still gonna get it because you know what? Like the sculpt is there. If I need to get it painted, or if I need to just shoot it in a different way, like light it differently, I'll do it.
Yeah. All you have to do with Asmus is when they put something up is start complaining about it. If enough people complain about it, they're going to be like, all right, we'll fix it. People
should complain about this because I would get Aragorn if this was better. Especially because I actually really like, we were talking about it earlier, the deluxe of this comes with a chunk of Helm's Deep.
I know. Awesome. But they have that on there?
Maybe we'll get to it. Oh, those hands.
I might pick this up. I think the sculpt is better than the last version they came out with. I think is definitely better than the last version they came out with. I think the hair throws it off, and I think the paint's throwing it off too. I don't think the paint is very good on this.
Okay, so
it is a prototype, so if they can get better on the paint than the prototype, but it scares me that the prototype doesn't look. Oh my god.
I'm not seeing. There he is. This one's two. Wow, it's a whole extra $100 for that. Chunk.
Wow. And you don't get anything else.
You get 2 head sculpts.
You do
Oh, you
get
get
two
the
hit
battle damage
Yeah.
and the non-battle damage.
What's the difference between the battle damage?
The
and
battle damage, it just has like a little like drip of
scar?
blood. Yeah.
Ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
I know, it's barely any different. It should be a whole new sculpt, not just like a tiny little paint difference. That's
I think the expression is different though.
yeah.
Is it?
It kind of looks like he has like chicken in his mouth or something like that.
Sure.
Doesn't it look like one side of his face like got stung by 100 bees? I don't understand what's happening here. Like
It looks like he was eating
this
like
side of the face is not good. This
ketchup.
side-
I think that's the hair that's covering it, or no? Am I wrong?
No, that's the face.
No, that's the face. That is someone punched him repeatedly on this side.
But I gotta say, the shape there is like his cheeks were way too sunken in on the previous version. It looks better. It just needs real hair. I like the real hair that they did on the last version. It took a lot of styling, but it looked really good when he styled it.
Can you
Cut it a
style
little
mine?
bit.
Mine is terrible.
Oh yeah, you have the hair
too.
version?
Yeah,
All
it's
right,
so
send it
bad.
to me.
Okay.
Here's your battle damage. See it?
Yeah,
That
it's got
tiny
a little
bar?
slice.
That little thing right there.
Wow,
You got a boo boo.
that's pretty good.
That's at
There.
least $50, guys.
Yeah, that's
still don't know
and this is what 280
$289.
for the deluxe. Yeah,
for the deluxe. Okay,
It's only
Yeah, that's-
$195 for the regular.
that's a bit much. I'm trying to remember what the Legolas was that had the
Look at the size of this
troll.
thing.
I don't think the Legolas with the troll head was that much, or maybe it was about that much, but that was an elaborate piece of a stand. This is kind of basic. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know about this. I don't know about this. I was ready to buy it when they first teased it. I'm like, oh crap! And Aragorn,
You'll be able to part out. Well, you don't have Aragorn, so you need.
Yeah. Well, right now I'm just collecting dwarves, so I'm fine. Just continue with my dwarf collection.
So you could piece. I'm sure you'd be able to piece out that piece of that
Yeah.
stand. I'm sure from somebody.
Oh yeah, if I just wanted the base,
Yeah,
which I do want the base because man, that
me too. Actually, I don't know if I'd buy another one of these, but I definitely would part out that base for sure. But the base itself, somebody's going to sell that probably for like $140. So
Yeah, they should just honestly, yeah. But for $100, you could probably get like just a nice regular arch in 1/6 scale.
you could have somebody construct that. You know what I mean? Like out of foam
I
or
can
whatever.
construct that myself, cheaper than
Yeah, yeah. You got the time.
What
Yeah, but-
anything else that we should be looking at?
Do we want to go to just Hot Toys? I don't know. I mean, we've looked at a lot of pictures of the images.
Hot
I don't
Toys?
think we need to look. Yeah, I was looking at Facebook. I mean, I didn't pull all the pictures. I didn't know if there was anything specific in any of the figures that we talked about that you wanted to
I don't
take a
have
look at.
Facebook.
In terms of other stuff, we may just save that for another show. I mean, I had a lot of stuff that had come out in the last 2 weeks that we didn't get a show done, and I just put aside for SDCC. So maybe we'll do that next time.
I can show that Star Race Joker that I was talking about earlier,
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's it. Do it.
especially because I can put
I didn't
anything
love the bat. I mean, I thought it looked good. I didn't think it looked great. The Batman, it was okay.
Yeah,
I think I just didn't need it in 1/6 because I think it was SH Figure Arts or Bandai that did 1/12 version, which looked really nice. I just don't have a connection to that. I love samurai stuff, but oh wow, I can see it right there. That looks
yeah.
wow,
Ew.
dude.
I think it looks cool. No,
Not into it.
it comes with a whole ton of stuff. Like look at that list. But like, I think it's cool.
Oh wow, I didn't know he had a mustache like that.
Oh yeah, he has the whole like I forget what that style is.
Wow.
I think it's a unique thing that I was shocked that Star Race did a figure that I actually was like, wow, that actually looks good.
Yeah, I just think it's one of those things that I don't need in 1/6. I would love them to do 1/12 in this.
Well, there's a 1/12 of this figure, but it looks like
Yeah.
a little plastic toy kind of,
Yeah.
But,
This isn't perfectly faithful to the animation either. The toy, the Bandai one or Figure Arts one was, or Figma, I'm not even sure. I can't remember who put it out. Was a little more cartoony in its.
Yeah.
This is their take, doing a realistic take on the.
Yeah,
on the
they are doing a
sculpt
realistic
face.
take, which I think works well for this. But yeah,
I think it looks awesome, man.
thank you.
This
I
is
think so too.
Wow, this looks pretty cool. Damn it, this looks good.
I know. This is like the first time I was like, damn, Star Ace actually has, good sculpting and whatnot. Like,
See, now I got a Joker collection going. Fuck. I don't need that. That would be cool. I would love to have this up on the shelf with like the Sideshow Joker and eventually the Joaquin Joker and the Dark Knight Joker, and that would be pretty cool.
Okay, so this is the deluxe version. Comes with this crazy base and a barrel, and then the regular one.
Don't need either one of those. How much is the regular version? Do we know? Is it up on Star Race already, or
I don't know.
Toy Arc?
280. Yeah, I'm a Toy Arc. What's wrong with Toy Arc? 248 for regular, 280 for the deluxe.
248 for the regular?
248 for the regular, 280. This is the 280 version. And this is your 248.
I have to pull some strings here.
All right. Sorry, I'm on Toy Arc. I'll put it back to your screen.
Wow. They're fine people. Anything else we want to look at from that Sideshow showed nothing as far as I know, like anything new, right?
There's not even,
And the only thing I had in the other thing was the Hot Toys child, and because they finally showed some different angles of that weren't in the promo pics. But,
I remember one thing I wanted to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
I got to find the picture of it though. Let's see, Hot Toys. Came out the Hot Toys in the Asian show. Damn.
Oh, I know what you're gonna. I know what you're gonna show. It's not 1/6 though.
Yeah. Oh, okay. It's 1/1, but still.
Is it 1/1? Oh, maybe that's not what I was thinking.
It's the size of Baby Groot.
The Venom.
Is that a 1/1 Groot?
Yeah, it's a 1/1. It's the exact same Baby Groot size. It's just Venomized. The 1/1 Baby Groot.
Oh, really? I thought that was more one of their like cost babies or something. I didn't really look at it that closely.
Oh no, it's a full. I don't know what online would have that. Because I don't have.
We Exclu Collective. If you guys, yeah, I think I got it up here. If you want to, want me to pull it up. Yeah, let me pull this up because
you have control of your screen. I have control of my own screen. So you go ahead.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Okay. Let's see if I can beat you to it. I don't know where it is. Oh, wait, here we go. Hot Toy Summer Roundup.
I don't know who won.
Well, you're not there yet.
You guys are you're both winners in my book, guys. Both.
I found it.
It's loading. I got it up on the screen. Oh, look.
I already put it on the screen. This Venomized Baby Groot. I think
Zoom in on that bitch a little bit.
I can't. Oh well, you know what?
Just
wait. There we go.
Yeah. Plus. There you
go. I was on the wrong screen. Okay.
Huh.
I think it looks so cool.
Hey, the fingers are articulated. That's pretty cool.
Yes, the fingers are articulated. I'm gonna guess that the little venom plant bits are probably like wired or something like that, so you can move them
so
around.
This is 1/1 scale.
It's the same size,
but it's not. But it's not designed like the Baby Groot from the movie.
No, it's a whole new body.
It's more of a stylized Baby Groot, more of a comic Baby Groot.
Yeah, well, it's based on the comic run of like Maximum Venom, whatever they're calling this new Venom stuff.
Right.
But like the detail on the eye of the Groot side of it is great. I wonder, no, he doesn't have pictures of that.
There might be another one. I don't know. Not sure.
Yeah, but I don't know. I really like it. I think it's really cool. It's detailed. There's like these little veins and whatnot going up the legs. You know, you have like this great floral pattern going over the Venom as well on the face. It's cool. This is one of this is all you. I can see why you love this. Yeah,
it's just like it's got that little bit of anime to it. It would be colorful and fun to shoot, fit in with your style. It would be really cool. Yeah,
it'd
you
be
should
great
get
to
this.
have him chasing my regular Baby Groot around.
Yes.
You know, it's like, it's like a demon Venom version.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, I think I'm
there's
gonna be totally sick of all this Venom shit pretty soon. But
I mean,
there's Marvel Legends is doing a whole Venomized line too, right? Venomized.
This is
Captain
not
America.
a Marvel Legends show. This is a 1/6 pack show. This is not 1/6. I get it, but still,
But this is one. Yeah, so shut up.
you were talking.
What else is on this page?
You were talking about Baby Yoda, okay?
Yeah, it's Hot Toys, though, so it fits right in there.
Our great Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
There's our Luke that we were talking about. His eyes are very much looking to one side.
Yeah, I can't see that.
Hang on.
What's in his hand? What's
Oh
in
yeah,
his right hand.
I don't know what the hell that is.
Oh, this one?
What is
Yeah,
it?
I don't know what that is either.
I'm not really sure. I don't know if that was
Is that
something
the?
he took off. That's the Gatling gun. That's the Gatling gun that he shoots up to the ad.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. That looks good. Yeah.
I mean, is this the same sculpt as the one that you have on yours, TJ? The one you just got from Endgame?
Looks
It's
good.
right there.
It
looks different to me.
The mouth looks
I
different.
I don't think so.
It looks they've gotten ScarJo down like pat. This looks just like her, to me at least.
Yeah, I think there's a little something off here. I thought that the other one looked better. I thought some of the previous ones would look. Yeah, the Endgame looks better. I think. I don't know. Could just be the hairstyle throwing me off. I'm not really sure.
That is not a very good picture of this. This looks like a terrible 1/10.
No, now it looks like a plastic.
Is this Iron Studios? Because it looks like Iron Studios. What is this?
It looks a little flat, right? Not as dimensional as it did, with the lighting on it and stuff.
Yeah, that looks.
This could be
I don't
the
know.
lighting.
I mean, this is a flash on a camera. This is again.
Yeah.
These are shots at the show. You're not going to get the best stuff.
It's worth $100 less, but anyway.
That's badly lit.
This looks good when it looks better when you're blocking the weird brow that they gave her. Because this is it's nice to know that you can move that tiara around a bit.
Yeah. Scratch up her face, but yeah.
Bobbleheads.
That's crazy. No, they do this, but they didn't do Vulture.
I know.
Like, look, the wingspan of that is insane. It's crazy.
Vulture had a lot more detail, but he wasn't metallic. So
you've seen the Jazz Inc.
Yeah.
Vulture figure?
Yeah.
I don't think I have.
Oh my God. He's
He's
nailing this 1/6 figure of the Vulture. It's unbelievable. I'm really seriously thinking.
Can you open that up on your side?
I can do that. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'll go to the top. Sorry for the quick scroll. Oh, yeah. See, that face looks more like Gal Gadot.
It does. Yeah, it does.
The hair looks like a Barbie doll, though. Like, it's weird.
I'm okay with that. Like,
I know you are.
I don't like the to have to style hair. I mean, my God, it feels like I'm playing with Barbies, but like
That looks so good. I might end up getting Stanley. That looks really good.
it does look good.
Oh, we didn't talk about this. What's your guys' feelings about this baggy suit?
Which
the Ock. I forgot the Ock. Damn it.
This is the suit you get at the very spoiler alert for the game. This is the anti-Ock suit. You're battling Dr. Octopus. Shocking that Otto Octavius turns out to be Dr. Octopus in that game.
Did not see that one coming.
What?
I know.
Crazy.
Right? But this is the anti-Ock suit from that. So there you go.
Still trying to search and find.
I don't think they nailed it. Maybe I'm wrong. I need to see it maybe in person, but I don't think
didn't
I
see it in the
will.
game. But yeah, it looks that crotch is baggy as fuck.
More like they mailed it in.
Yeah, it does look like they nailed it in, but clearly not on the USPS. Because this suit should be like metallic. It's supposed to be like all metal parts kind of thing, and this looks like, I don't know, spandex. Yeah, they could have built this suit like an Iron Man, and I think it would look better.
Yes.
Does he not have pictures of this?
Yes.
Are you saying yes to Anakin Skywalker?
I am. We didn't talk about this because you guys were like, battling on. I don't even know what you were battling about. But I really like what they're doing with the realistic head sculpts on the Clone Wars outfits.
I know you do.
And I'll tell you.
Don't get me wrong. Like I liked like Rex, and I thought that was kind of cool. But I mean, I don't know. I want to see something different. It doesn't look any different than. I don't know. I guess I just wanted to see like an amalgam of.
Well, you might also
the
be
real and the hairstyle from the show or something. I don't know. I don't know what I want.
You might be like desensitized to like having so many Anakins.
I think I am.
Like you would need to see like the actual actor to be impressed.
It's possible.
I don't.
No, I just don't need. I enjoyed Clone Wars. I don't. It's not that. I expect the last season was fantastic. Did the last season to anybody else feel like just a completely different show than the rest of the?
I
Especially
haven't finished it, but go ahead.
the last. Okay, I'm not gonna talk about like stories.
Well, just
I know
stylization of it. Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
it was serious. It was dark. It was.
It wasn't in the middle. Serious or dark?
What do
Because
you mean?
it had an arc in the beginning, and then it had like a middle 3-episode arc, and then it went to the final arc.
Yeah. But even then, it didn't. There was a lot of episodes of the Clone Wars that felt really kind of goofy and fillery, and you know, what I mean, I realized they didn't have a lot of room for filler, but like, I don't know. I gotta say, if that whole series was like that last season, man, I would be a lot farther up there in my.
I think that last season was clearly the best that they've done. The last 4 episodes being clearly the best of the whole thing. It's funny too, because like you get through this whole season up until the last 4 episodes, and when the 4-parter starts, it has a whole different opening. It has a whole different feel. It doesn't do the normal Star Wars like crawl opening, or like how they usually start with a quote.
Yes.
Like they took that away.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was like that right alone, right there was like I used to like fast forward because I had to like the rebel forces are coming in, or the when it wasn't the rebel forces, but you know what I'm saying. Like I just hated that guy's voice. It felt not Star Warsy, and it just to come in like boom, and then start. It was like
and it was powerful.
Fuck yeah, that's good, man. That's really good.
I want to watch it again because it was like super powerful.
I want to watch the last 4 episodes because it was fantastic.
Okay.
Dude,
this is way more.
These are renderings, but I've seen the actual one.
Yeah.
So the eyes light up. I don't know if he's got much beyond. I should probably have gone to his YouTube channel because he's got some actual pictures of the thing. But I mean, that's pretty much it right there.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that thing.
It looks great.
It's fucking crazy. Now, having had some of his stuff, it's beautifully done. It is like, and I'm talking about sets. It's a little finicky, you know what I mean? And it could be like, oh, be very careful or something's going to break. So I'm a little fearful that this is like something that you're going to have to put carefully up on the shelf and then like just don't even look at it. You know, don't touch it. But it is really, really tempting and very, very cool. Forgot what the price on this was. What the hell is it? What's the price? $5.50.
Yeah, that's not bad for.
That is not bad, right? For
Yeah.
an independently made project. I mean, I'm going to guess that if Hot Toys came out with, it's going to be $4.50.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, easily. If Hot Toys did it,
yeah.
how much is the
Right?
Wonder Woman, the Golden Eagle Wonder Woman?
Oh, I don't know.
Because it would be way
Is that
more
a-
than that. Because like these wings have like the rotating turbines, like those the stuff kind of goes up and down. I don't know. It's way more detailed. Probably LEDs in the helmet. You might even get like I want to call him Jack Nicholson. Whatchamacallit? Actor blanking. Beetlejuice. You know who?
Yeah,
Michael Keaton. You get Michael Keaton sculpt, which would be great. What is this?
This is his 3D working out of the wings. I mean, the detail is insane, man. He does great detail work. I should have my Millennium Falcon cockpit very soon.
That's awesome.
It's beautiful. Yeah, go look at the YouTube if you're watching. Go look at Jazz Inc. On YouTube, and I think he's got some updated. He's doing the '66 Batmobile, which I'm extremely tempted by. But again, it's like that 1/6 vehicle. Like I barely have enough room for the figures. I would love that '66 Batman. car, the Batmobile, but
Yeah.
it's pricey.
That's awesome. I like
Yeah.
it. Jazzing dioramas. Okay.
He's got some great stuff, man. It's a lot of Star Wars. I mean, this is full 1/6 scale. Right?
Ooh, wow, really? That's the thing that Hot Toys. So he's doing the stuff that Hot Toys has shown off and never came to fruition with. He's like, okay, I'll take it the next step and actually come out with it.
People just come, because they're not going to do it. You know what I mean? And I just don't even understand why they don't come to him and just say, hey, listen.
Damn, the price on that diorama. Holy
Which
crap.
one?
The
which cockpit? The Falcon cockpit?
Yeah, the Falcon cockpit for $1,300.
Was it $1,300?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's the DX. I think I bought the regular version and I think I upgraded, so it was like,
Oh, so you have that coming?
Yeah. Very soon.
Hey, big spender. Well done.
Well, it was over the course of it's taken like a couple of years to put it together, so it's
let me tell you, for that then
less painless.
You definitely don't need that brand new day Spider-Man, whatever one that shiny Spider-Man is. Save your money for your cockpit.
Yeah. Just wanted to show this really quick. I want to have juiced on the used. Sorry, it's juiced. It's Scandinavian, so it's used. But I mean, the thing is, like, he put this out there, and people said, "Well, this isn't quite wrong. Like, one of the pipes were too even on the sides, and they're not even in the actual." So he went back. See how they're even there? They're not actually even. But god damn it, man! I mean, this is freaking gorgeous.
It looks great,
right? I mean,
God bless the collectors who are like, I'm sorry, but this should be 2 millimeters over to the right, a little bit taller.
Well, you know how people are, and that's what he gets it. He just put out a video saying, like, we're taking everything in and we're retooling some stuff. He's retooling this. I mean, it's like, listen, dude, you got a Batmobile. You're never going to get this from anybody else.
But at this point, this is just a digital mock-up. It's easy enough to kind of retool it.
No, but he's made a prototype. Is basically what they're looking at when he shows it.
This is sexy.
Hell yeah, it is. Yeah.
Not the Batmobile I would get if I were to get a Batmobile, but this is.
Do you have the 66? You don't have the 66 figures, though, right?
No.
They're so good.
Is that your favorite live-action Batmobile?
I think I would have to say, just for sheer nostalgia and just, I mean, yeah, probably. I mean, there's so much going on in like the new movies with the Batmobile. I like the Tumbler. I was a fan of that. I thought that was more
it looks like a tank. It's
realistic cool. And like that's something you would have, not some sexy car, like James Bond. It just didn't seem to fit like what he would need tactically. So I liked that. But
the Burton one is so good.
The Burton one is great, and again, another great stylized, cool for the style of the movie. I love it. Yeah, that is good. That is another good one. Yeah, that's true. He'll probably do that one too, I'm sure.
I would want more than anything, though. I think the streamlined, sexy, long-ass version from the animated series.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that is my Batmobile from my.
Do you know how freaking big that thing would be?
Oh, it's gonna be insane. It'd be two of these.
It's gonna be 7 feet long. That thing.
That's all right. I'm okay with it.
Oh, speaking of which, shit, that's another thing we didn't show. They just showed it was the Mondo Joker from the animated series.
Yep.
Now, I think those were those renderings because they look like there was no movable seams in that thing at all. So I don't know how they're.
I'll go to the site real quick.
Okay.
See. But I do think it was just a render.
It looked like it. Yeah.
Doesn't own Mondo.com yet? It's still Mondo Tees?
I don't know.
Yeah.
You're an animated series fan, TJ?
Yep.
Have you gotten anything? Did you guys? I know we're talking about 1/6, but did you pick up the Mayfex animated series one? There's the newer animated series version, but
from
it's really good. Yeah, Mayfex looks really good.
The Mayfex one looks really good. I did not pick it up.
I grabbed it. I don't know if I'm going to keep it, but I grabbed it. enough people are interested in it that I think
Is it
I'd be able to sell it. It's up on Ami and probably whatever else.
See what it looks like.
Do you know what the price is on it?
I want to say 70 something.
70. Okay. Yeah, it's just a render of the Joker.
It is. Can you show it? You got it or no?
Yeah, I can show it. It's not on Mondo's site. They don't even have it on their own website, which is ridiculous. It does that every time I switch. There you go.
Yeah, right. Okay. Now somebody was saying something. I mean, I don't know. I haven't studied it, but somebody's saying, yeah, the face isn't right either.
It's
to me, it looks pretty good. I don't know.
It looks perfect from certain iterations of certain scenes. You know, the animation faces change from different animation.
Especially in that animation, like it was very stylized from angle to angle. So
yeah, I don't know. I think it looks pretty spot on. To me,
it looks pretty nice.
Yeah,
I'm just wondering how, because they don't do. They did a cloth cape on Batman, or no? It was plastic, right?
I think it was plastic.
Yeah.
No, the only Mondo I have is Merman.
Right.
Thinking about getting that Man at Arms though, because I think it looks so good.
I can't remember. Have they done cloth on anything? I thought maybe his cape was cloth.
They do. I remember seeing Gordon Freeman, and I think he was cloth bits, but.
So I don't understand what they're going to do with this if there's no cloth, because the angle of those shoulders, you're never going to get to that to be able to even the arm to turn up right, like straight. You know what I mean? Like to hold a gun in front of him like this.
Yeah.
It's going to be weird.
It'll have like a weird break on it. Yeah.
And I don't want like a giant, like, what's the company I'm thinking of? I don't know, but you know, like a 5 points type of thing. I don't want that. I want some.
That's kind of what I'm thinking this is going to end up being like.
Yeah,
because all their figures are very much like, well, all of them previous to this one are very rounded, right? Like Mr. Freeze, Catwoman, Batman, they're all kind of very round.
Well, plus they also have, like, Freeze has like points on his leg where there's, you know, you could put a joint, or it's either tights or it's there's a piece of armor there or something that hides the joint. He's got pants. Like, what the hell are you gonna do?
Yeah, but I mean, at the same thing, like Batman's spandex, they're not hiding the joints from that. So
no, but it's a tighter to the leg thing, so that it's like it looks like a toy. Yes, obviously it's not cloth covered, but like if you have a joint on this leg with this wide ass pant leg, it's gonna look ridiculous.
True.
I don't know. I'm really curious to see that because I think it looks really cool.
I'm kind of shocked if this is releasing in May that they haven't shown, because like they will show prototypes for these figures years before we get to like actually see the like release date or the pre-order. So they must have a prototype of this somewhere. And I'm wondering if, I don't know if you guys follow Brock Otter. He's their head of their toy department for Mondo. And he will always share behind the scenes stuff of working on these figures. So I'm wondering if he might have a lot of the answers that we're seeking. And if I could pull up, I guess I could pull up Instagram, but I'm not going to do that right now.
Should get him on the show.
Yeah, if you would come, that would be awesome. I'm sure you would love to talk about 1/6 stuff because that's kind of what they're going with.
Yeah, I would actually. That would be cool. Maybe we talk to them and get them on.
Yeah.
All right. I think we've run the gamut here and
the what? We've run the what?
The gamut.
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 I have a gamut right over there.
His
name is Eli.
What's downstairs?
I got a gamut upstairs. It's probably waiting for me
downstairs. Your gamuts are upstairs.
Don't forget our question. What's your favorite SDCC reveal? 1/6 reveal. And
Can I ask a question to you guys before we bounce off?
Yeah.
For the stream, if you guys had a specific one figure that you would have loved to have seen shown this year at Comic-Con, maybe might still be shown in the next week or so, 1/6 scale, what would it have been?
Oof.
Just one.
Like anything or anything realistic or anything?
I'm thinking realistic.
Okay.
You know, like,
what would actually be shown? I know what mine is. Lando Calrissian.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Lando. I mean, because I know the ESP hand is coming, and I already have a custom outfit being worked on, so I really don't care anymore. But Lando, I have no prospects for Lando, so I want Lando. TJ?
TJ?
Mace Windu.
Last Starfire? Yeah, sorry. Mace Windu. Yeah, really. Where the hell's Mace Windu? Right. Well, Qui-Gon isn't even on. Qui-Gon's been delayed quite a while, man. I got another notice the other day that he's not coming till maybe November now or something.
Oh, I heard a rumor that it was dropping in Hong Kong very soon.
Yeah, no, they moved my last payment back to I think October or November. I got to look. I can't remember, but it was back from August, which I think was when it was supposed to drop. So who knows? Yeah, Mace Windu is a good call.
I would nail him a lot too.
They announced last year.
Yeah, that's honestly a sculpt that they could just reuse because, yeah, they really could just de-age him a little bit, and he'd be good to go.
No,
give him an eyeball.
They could put him out as a part of their Clone Wars line too. You know, he's like a perfect figure because he's bigger in the Clone Wars than he is in the movies.
Great idea, man. I would get both Mace Windus. I would get Mace Windus like Trevor gets Anakin's.
Yeah.
Is there any difference in the clothing between Clone Wars and the movies?
Doesn't he have armor too? I can't remember.
No, he's not one of their generals in that sense.
No, he didn't have armor. He was just a Jedi, just a regular old robe-wearing Jedi. I think it's the same. I think you could kill two birds with one stone there.
Maybe brighter robes. I mean, I could just Photoshop it, but
I used Jesus Christ, Nick Fury with my original Obi-Wan, like the custom Obi-Wan. Put him in the robes for my shot with Rey there with the ghosts. Looked great. Looked great. I'm seriously I'm thinking about just getting another Nick Fury head and just doing. I mean, I kept the eye in darkness so you couldn't see it, but does he actually have an eye under there, or is it all scarred? I forget.
It's all scarred.
Okay, I haven't taken it off more than once. So, but yeah, could paint that up. It look great. Yeah, Mace Windu, good call. Yeah, Mace Lando. Come on,
Star Wars.
2021. Can we get some people of color here? Please.
Yeah.
Anyway, right? Poe Dameron, hello, anyone? Whatever. All right, guys. Cool. That's the show. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe, hit the alarm. Show up next time.
Yeah. Done with the gamut.
Yeah. Show up next time, okay? Show up next time.
If we do a live one, show up. All right, goodbye.
No, show up even when we're not doing live. I want to see you on YouTube all the time.
Lenny is watching us right now. You know that. Like right now, he's watching us.
I'm sure he's watching you right now outside your window with binoculars.
Bye, Lenny. Good night, Lenny. Good night.
Good night, Lenny.
Good night, Lenny. That's the ending of the show. Every show. Good night, Lenny. Good night, Lenny.